everyone. Welcome to an update on Vishal and Jackie's Urban Organic Container Garden for 2012. Today is June 6, 2012, and we are going to give you a review or an overview of everything that's going on and all of the new growth that we have. This is our jumbo topsy-turvy. The peppers have all grown really, really large. You can see that they've got a little bit of flower left at the tip. That should come off soon, and I think they should be ready to harvest in about a week. We've got tomatoes across the board. I'm not sure that they really show up in the video, but there are, oh, here we go. There are of cherry tomatoes starting for us. And these are indeterminate, so we have actually staked them on the topsy-turvy, and we can hopefully get a 4-foot growth from the topsy-turvy. The rest of our garden, let's see, last week we didn't show you derby beans. We actually have growth on them. You can see that our derby beans actually have flowers. We've got a trellis, which is actually made out of fishing wire, which is all the way up, and they're going to start climbing soon. Topsy-turvies with, I believe these are Cubanelle peppers. Topsy-turvies with have green tomatoes and some sort of pepper. They're doing really well. It's a little tomato we planted last week just out of a messenger bag that was defective. Habanero peppers, more habanero peppers. Garlic has come way up. It's got a long way to go, but it's doing well. There's our sage. Carrots. They're moving pretty slow, but again, we started these from seed. Patio tomato growing out of a plastic bag, actually. There's a little bit of basil coming up. We've got radishes. Parsley is doing awesome. The spinach has bolted. I'm just going to let it bolt, and I'm going to reuse the seeds for our next growing. Hopefully better luck next time. Lettuce is large right over here. You could see all of our dill. It's really coming up. This is just random stuff. There's a corn growing. None of this is really going to come to fruition. These are red bell peppers. We've got flowers across the board on all of these red bell peppers. More cherry tomatoes. These are doing amazing. I'd say we've got 24 inches of total growth on these. These are early girl improved. More lettuce. It's doing really well. That's a weed right there. There we go. This is some sort of lettuce right here. I'm not sure what type. More lettuce over there. This is oregano. It's getting huge. Not too sure what this is, but it's doing well. These are peppers that are planted out of a metal Purolite container for, those wafers that you eat. These are sand buckets. These are a new addition in terms of tomatoes. I took a sucker and I tried planting it there, so we'll see what happens with that sucker. I'm going to give it a couple more days before pulling it out. Here's another indeterminate variety of tomatoes. I believe these are our mortgage lifters. This is our pineapple tomato. It's quite flourishing, and it kind of looks like a bush right now. I'm going to keep trimming off the top in hopes it'll keep getting wider. Onions are doing great. This is more spinach, which has bolted. Again, we're going to reuse those seeds. Here's the next panel of our garden here. The biggest growth that we have is our cauliflower. You can see large heads coming through. This is cabbage. We should be seeing some action on that sometime soon, but the leaves are really nice and lush and green. You can tell that it was just watered. We've got an undergarden going, and the undergarden has radishes, and they're doing awesome. We've also mixed in some Brussels sprouts, and they are right here. They seem to be a little diseased. Saw a few little holes, but I think we've rectified that, and I think that will be good to go. More tomatoes. These are early girl improved. This is a cherry tomato. Pumpkins that we grew from seed. Very much vining out. Cantaloupe, not doing so well. I'm going to give it another week, and then we're going to plant something else in its favor because its time is running out here. Here are our cucumbers in a kiddie pool. So the deal is that there's almost a full flat of cucumbers in this kiddie pool, and as you can see, they are now starting to send out shoots. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these shoots and or vines, we're going to elevate the kiddie pool. Last week we said we were going to trellis it up. Change of plans. We're going to elevate it on a total of 6 or 7 pallets and let the vines flow downward. And we'll probably have that done today and be able to give you an update on that next week. Final part of the garden, we've got corn growing out of the cooler. Some of it's browning, but some of it's also bolting. I'd say the corn is about 8 inches on average. Bulgarian carrot peppers, these are doing great. More tomatoes. These are Better Boy. There's another pepper. Lots of onions. Jackie just told me I forgot the potatoes. We'll go back. Huge bin of lettuce. We keep saying we're going to harvest this. We're going to do it today or tomorrow, I promise. I'll let you know how it tastes. This is our dud bin. I think we talked about this last week. Everything's pretty much doubled in the dud bin from last week. Jalapenos we planted. Somebody stole 7 of our jalapeno plants, so we're running a little late on them, and unfortunately, not too excited about the growth. They do have some little blossoms so far. These are giant Marconi peppers. These were planted recently, but they're doing well. These are Hungarian hot wax peppers. We've got candy onions. These are new. And then here are some more Better Boy. And one thing that Jackie just told me that I forgot to show you guys are our potatoes. The potatoes are planted out of a big old recycling tub, and they are doing insane. I would say that these potatoes are well over 2 feet tall right now, so hopefully that's a good sign of what's growing underneath. And then also, I forgot, there's broccoli. Since last week, that broccoli has easily doubled. We are watering very, very regularly. We're in a very sunny spot. In fact, it's like a sun belt where we're at. And just really going out of our way to fertilize and organically fertilize, rather, and take care of everything. So there's a view of topsy-turvies. Here's just a big pan of everything going on. This is called a sunbox. A friend of ours gave it to us. It's high up off the ground, and we're actually going to use it for things that rabbits would normally get to. So I think we're going to do like romaine lettuce, maybe some parsley. I'm not sure if rabbits get to parsley, but that's what we're going to do there. These little yellow things are cylinders. We can pop them off and grow a seed in each one, and hopefully get some cool herbs out of them. These were originally used in Venice Beach, California, and it was used to sell incense out of, so kind of interesting. And then the final part of our garden, topsy-turvies, there's 3 of them. This was the unfortunate one. I actually decided that we're going to take suckers off of the tomato plants and plant them in these dead pods. So any pod that passed away or had a mortality, we might be able to get another plant out of it. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll let you know. More peppers over here. These are Cubanelles, and then we've also got some chili peppers in here. More peppers, and then our sweet potatoes. They seem to be growing really, really well as well. Maybe a little slower than we would have expected, but who knows, this is our first time with them. So, June 6, 2012, Jackie and I, Lake Forest, our urban organic garden, everything's going really well. If you've noticed, we had to move a lot of our stuff from last week because one of the neighbors said that we were using their property. It's not like anybody uses any of this property anyways, but just to be nice, we relocated this whole tier, and hopefully we won't hear from them again. So, we're signing off, and we'll see you next week, YouTube. There's Violet over there. Say hi.